Hi guys, Sharon here. Just wanted to say hello to you guys. I'm back here in Mallorca. Yes, I'm back in Mallorca, Spain, and I just wanted to say a quick hello, let you guys know that I'm alive. I'm back here. Had to play catch up with myself because in Georgia it's 6 hours behind the time, and I had a lot of jet lag, a lot of catching up to do. I had to catch up with my kids. I left my kids behind. I only had one child with me when I went to America. So, yeah. So, I just wanted to say a quick hi to you. Today, the weather is really, really bad today. It's Sunday, actually, November 10th. So, the weather's really, really lousy. It's been raining all day. But you know what? I'm grateful for the rain because my garden really needed the rain. My plants needed the rain, the trees needed the rain. So it's great to have rain on these plants so they can continue to grow. So yeah, so I'm here, guys. Not happy being back. I really am thinking of coming back to the States. To be honest with you, I mean it's nice here. It's a nice island. I live on an island, a tropical island, kind of tropical, not really tropical. Right now, it's not really tropical, but it's a resort island, and a lot of the Europeans come here for they come here to vacation and to have a good time, and these are the people that I work for, so they come here. This is like, I guess, would be considered for the West Indies when people go to the West Indies for vacation. Well, here the Europeans come here to vacation. That's what I do. That's my job. I am a resort singer. I'm a wedding singer. I am a party singer. A lot of music in my life. Even my children, poor things, they can't help themselves but sing. They all sing. I got three kids and they're all talented when it comes to music. And also because my husband is also a singer. He's like a blues man. Well, my ex-husband. But yeah, I am really thinking of going back home, going back to America. I've been here now, I'm going to be honest with you. I might give away my age, but I've been here 27 years. It's been a long time. And right now in my spirit, and in my spirit, I feels like I need a change in my life because there's nobody here. There's really no, well, I mean, there's people here and I do encourage them and I do help them because I make jewelry, and I do sell my jewelry and I share my jewelry with a lot of the women here on the island. And I do work quite a bit, but right now, as of now, no, because in the wintertime, in November, beginning of November, everything comes to a halt. The tourists don't come anymore. They won't come until starting March. They'll start to come. So right now I don't really have very much work. Okay, I have my Christmas parties and my I'll have my New Year's Eve party as well, which is great. And to be honest with you, I've been getting quite a little bit of like little work here and there, um, which is great. I have somebody to call me and ask me. A DJ asked me to come and sing with him in Germany. He said he'll pay for my plane ticket and my hotel and pay me a great salary. So that's great. That was manifested, by the way. Another person called me and asked me to go to Austria, and they will pay me a very good salary. It would be hotel, room and board, everything in Austria. And I love me some Austria. I went last year to do a gig in Austria, and just the energy was just so fantastic, sort of like similar to Georgia. When I was in Georgia, just being around all that nature, it was just so stimulating just to my system. I was so happy, you know, so happy. So yeah, So that's pretty good. I have some things coming up, which has never happened in the wintertime for me. This never happens. I'm always out of work. I'm always worried. I've been here now 27 years. And the work here in the wintertime, there's nothing. And everybody's like panicking. It's not just me. Everybody on the island, because we have taxi drivers who the tourists really rely on. The taxi drivers rely on the tourists, and there's no work, hardly any work for them, because the residents have their cars. They drive wherever they need to go, right? So a lot of things just kind of like slows down. Like really, it's like a ghost town for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, but I think this is the reason why I want to go back home, because if I go back home, there's work year round. I don't see any signs of having work here year round. I don't think that it's going to happen. And I can't live like that. Maybe a teenager could live like that, but I just can't live like that. I can't. So when everything comes to an order with my mom's house and everything, well, my house now, then I will probably go back there, or either sell the house, thinking of either selling the house and getting something else, because I'm not very keen on community houses. I'm not that. Yeah, it's a beautiful house. I love my mother's house. Oh my God, I love that house. It's a new house. It's beautiful, but the community guidelines and it's crazy, crazy, crazy. The demands that they tell you. I mean, I got in trouble for an unpainted mailbox, and the flag that goes up and down, it was bent. They said if I didn't fix it in 15 days, that they would charge me. They would fine me $500. I said, it's just too many demands in these type of community residents. I said, nah. So I think I will probably end up selling the house. It's going to be very hard for me, because that house for me is very sentimental. My mom really slaved at getting that house. That meant the world for her. But, it was best that it wasn't taken away from the government, because if it was taken away from the government, for me, that would be like losing my mom all over again. I wouldn't be able to take that. So yes, I will go back. I will go back. Not right away, because I have one more child that's in school, and I'm waiting for her to finish school. She'll be finished next year. So there you go. Yeah, so yeah, but I really had a fantastic trip, and I really want to go back. Something's here is bothering me right here. I don't know what it is, but yeah, so I have my Moldavites and everything. And look, I don't know if, I think in the last video I showed you guys this. It's an orgonite that my friend Carrie gave me. I really, really love it. So I wear my orgonite with my Moldavites. Crazy. I'm crazy. The energy that I feel so good. And I know that these stones really work for me. I've tested them out. I mean, just living here, as I told you before, in the wintertime, there is no work. And normally I am panicking because there's no work. I have 3 children. I'm a single mom. And I got 3 children to feed, although they are grown. They are growing up. They're teenagers. Thank God one of them has a job. So he does help me out every once in a while. Shoot, he's making more money than me right now. But yeah. So I'm just here, just trying to take care of my kids and doing the best that I can, And eventually I will go home. I feel kind of sad that I had to come back here. I'm going through my own little, it's a challenges. It's not really a struggle, to be honest with you, because the lawyer that I was working with, he turned out to be, like overcharging me. And and normally, it's so funny. It's just I know these stones work for me because normally I would have been like terrified to know that a lawyer is charging me, overcharging me, and I can't afford to pay him. But for some reason, with all these mantras that I'm doing and all these stones that I wear, I know that they're doing something for me because I'm not worried. I have no fears, no worries about anything. I have no work to pay for this house. This house is extremely expensive. I don't know if you guys know some of the the story about this house, but when my mom came to see me, she decided to stay for a while, and she wanted to get for us to get a bigger house because I lived in an apartment, a nice apartment that I got myself. I had a nice apartment with my 3 kids. We had 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. It was an apartment, it was really, really quite nice. I really enjoyed it. Um, but when my mom came, she needed some space to kind of like spread out a bit. And I found this house. And to be honest with you, I never really dreamed about me living in a house like this. This house is just absolutely beautiful. You know, it's equivalent to my house in Georgia, but I never thought I would live in a house like this here in Mallorca. And I got this house for her. But when I saw the rent, which the rent here is quite steep. The houses here are very, very steep. It's very expensive, very expensive. I am paying here quite a bit of money for this house. But the problem is my mom was paying for the house because she really wanted this house. She wanted to, I guess, live her last days here. So she said that she would pay for it, and I paid for the bills. And that's how it was. I mean, my God. But I told her, I said, Mommy, I cannot afford this house. And she says, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm paying for it with my money. What else am I going to do with my money but be happy? So she was paying for the rent. And that was like maybe 3 years now. I'd say maybe about 3 years ago. We've been here, going on 3 years. Yeah, December will be 3 years. Wow, time goes by so fast. Anyway, I never paid for the rent until she passed away. Yeah. And at that time, I was working because she passed away in February of this year. And I started to work. You know. So I started to work from February until the first week in November. I stopped. And so this is the problem now. This is my first year that I am actually having to pay for this rent, and it's quite steep. It's very heavy for me, and my 3 kids. So I am looking for another place to live, some place to downsize a bit because I don't really need this house now. This house is a 5-bedroom house with 4 bathrooms, a big, big kitchen, beautiful garden. I mean, for Spain, it's a beautiful garden. It's like paradise for me, but we don't need all these rooms now because it's quite expensive. So I am looking for a new place to live. But I'm not worried. Normally I would be terrified or worried. I'm like, oh my gosh, what should I do? I'm not worried. I don't have any fears. Not like I normally would have. So that's why I know these stones really work. These stones, the Moldavite really works because, and the mantras, they really work quite well. The mantras for me, I do quite a few mantras that help me get rid of my blocks, get rid of my worries, get rid of stress. And it works. It really does. And I wake up every morning, my ritual, when I wake up every morning, I do a beautiful meditation by Sweet Spirit of Light. It's a woman, a beautiful sister that lives in Brooklyn, New York. And that's where I'm from, Brooklyn, New York. And I had paid for these meditations. It's light language. And I wake up to that every single morning before I go anywhere. I do that. I say a prayer. And also I do a mantra. I do Shreem Brazi. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but I do Shreem Brazi 108 times with my mala beads every single morning. Shreem Brazi is for the goddess Lakshmi. And I tell you, every time I do that, it really, really works. People are calling me for jobs. It's just amazing, the abundance that comes into my life, even spiritual abundance, not just having to do with money, but jobs, spiritual abundance, abundance of friends, abundance of family. I tell you, it's beautiful, this mantra. It's called Shreem Brazi. Brazi. Shreem Brazi. You can say Shreem Brazi 108 times, or you can say Om Shreem, Om Shreem. I say that 108 times. You can switch it around a bit, or say Brazi, 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 Brazi 108 times. It's all good. It's all good. It all works. It really, really works. I love it. And another one that I say is to the god Ganesha. I'll go, I'll say every like 108 times. But you can start off by saying it 9 times, but I say it 108 times. Gum, gum, gum. And that gets rid of all of your worries and your fears. I don't have any worries or fears. I used to get butterflies in my stomach when I was like nervous about the winter time. How am I going to make it? Oh my gosh. How am I going to make it with these kids? You know, my kids are growing up. They're eating more, especially my son is equivalent to 3 kids at once. You know, I used to really, really worry about these things. And I don't worry about them anymore. I know that everything will work out. And I always repeat throughout the day, everything's always working out for me. Everything's always working out for me. Or I'll say, I switch it around and I'll say, I have more than enough money for all my wants, needs, and desires. I have more than enough money. I just say it over and over in my head. I'll say Shreem Brazi throughout the day. Shreem Brazi, Shreem Brazi, Shreem Brazi. I'll go Brazi, Brazi, Brazi. And this is my day. And sometimes I'll meditate in the afternoon. And it just raises my vibration. It keeps my vibration on a high. I don't have no time to be doubtful and worry and have stress and all of these things. I feel really, really good, guys. I really, really do. So if you're wondering whether to get like one of these Moldavites, I mean, there's so many places you can get it from. All right, I'm not going to even say his name. Okay, I go and get my Moldavites from Inner Crystals, Inner Vision Crystals. That place is incredible. So you go to innervisioncrystals.com, or I go to the Moldavite family, which is a woman. Her name is Marian. Oh, beautiful, beautiful people. Yeah, Inner Vision Crystals is a man by the name of Michael. And last but not least, I go to Mark Brzezinski. Oh my God, I can't believe I said it. I said it right. Mark lives out here in Spain. He lives in a different area of Spain, but I had bought this one from him. I always show that. I like to show my Moldavites, guys. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I also had this from Mark. And he's quite amazing guy. He's quite an amazing guy. So, yeah. So you can go to 3 of these places. It's Mark Brzezinski, which is Mark, spelled Mark, and his last name is BAJERSKI.com. Guys, you got to go and check them out. So it's Inner Crystals, Moldavite Family, and Mark Brzezinski. Go and see him, man. Go and see these people. It's great. And all of their Moldavites are incredible. They're incredible. I know I have mentioned Mark before, and I did say that I felt that his crystals were a bit steep. They are quite expensive, but there's a reason for it. And he was just explaining to us why they are quite expensive, and I do understand. Um, he is a spiritual healer, so he's been healing people, clients. He's been having clients for now 16 to 17 years or something like that. So he is a crystal healer, and he uses his crystals on the people that he heals, and he uses for therapy or whatever. So these crystals are all they're all charged. They're all charged with his energy. They have memory. They're like special crystals, really. And yeah, it is true because I do feel the power from his crystals, and they're all authentic. They're all authentic. Yes, he's quite a bit steep, but it's worth it. Believe me, it's worth it, guys. Especially for me because shipping is free for me. I love it. At least the shipping is free for me because I live here in Spain and he lives in Spain as well. But so you guys check it out. Go on, check out your Moldavites, man. You better get it while they last because they're quite rare, guys. And I don't know how long they're gonna be around. But I'm glad I got my share of Moldavites. I love it. And a strange thing happened today, this week. I went to taking care of a friend of mine. My friend, her name is Sharon as well, and she is quite sick. So I've kind of like have a little bit of a job. Her husband, it doesn't know how to really take care of her too much. He doesn't know how to handle her. And she trusts me very much. She's from California, guys. Yeah. She was like one of the secretaries of Hollywood Universal Studios. And she lives out here. So we became quite friends. But right now she is she's really, 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 really quite sick. And yeah, I have sort of like a job. Her husband kind of pays me to like watch over her sometimes, just to make her feel comfortable. So, and while I was over there, those beautiful Moldavite earrings that I made and I showed you guys in my video? Well, I lost one. Girl, I almost lost my mind. I almost lost my mind. It's like I dropped my baby or something, okay? Because I really treasure and I cherish my Moldavites. I was freaking out. I called them after I came back home and I said, guys, have you seen my Moldavite earrings? And he says, no. He says, I'll look for them. Oh, God, I couldn't even sleep right just knowing that one of my Moldavites were missing. I couldn't sleep right. So the next morning, I went into my daughter's room to say good morning. And I said hi to her, and then I was walking out and I stepped on something. And it was right there. I found it. I found my Moldavite earring. Oh, I could breathe. I couldn't even sleep right that same night that I knew that it was gone. I couldn't even sleep right. That's how much I'm connected to my Moldavites. I love them. I really, really do. It just make me feel so happy and so elated, and it raises my vibrations, and I really, really love it. So, okay, this thing is getting out of control. I gotta go and say goodnight to you guys. You see that I'm in my robe. I'm gonna be going to bed soon, so just wanted to get in touch with you guys and let you guys know what was happening. I hope I didn't ramble on too much, but I just had to say hi to you guys and let you guys know that I love you very much. I'm thinking of doing a vlog of me here in Spain, and it's sort of like a special vlog where I will plan on going home, and the vlog, I will have the vlog up until the time that I decide to go. So it's sort of like a goal setter type of videos that I would make. So my life, my last year of my life here in Spain until I get to America. How would you guys like that? And we can go on our spiritual journey together as well. I'm still doing that. So I'll let you guys know what's going on with me. You guys comment in the section down below, so I would like to know what you think about doing something like that. I think that'd be exciting. I see a lot of people doing videos like that. You know, like people's life, they vlog their life. But my life would be a little bit different because I'm an American living in Spain. How would that be? It might be exciting. You guys can come on my journey with me, help me to make decisions because sometimes I need extra brains. So that's something I'm thinking about. All right, so you tell me what you think. All right, guys, I got to go. I love you guys. I love you guys. Give me a hug. I love you guys so much. And I will talk to you again very, very soon. All right, tell me what you guys think. And we will talk again later. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Do your mantras, guys. Do your mantras. All right? All right. Talk to you later. I love you. I love you guys. I love you guys. And get your Moldavite. Go on, girl. Get your Moldavite. Bye.